honestly, I've learned so much from this podcast, and it's really this place for me to not just show up and share my wisdom and my journey. It's about us. It's about bridging connections and resonating with each other on a deeply energetic and emotional and spiritual level.
Do you know in your bones that you're meant for a life that feels free and expansive? Are you ready for a conscious relationship that honors every facet of who you are as a woman, partner, mama, professional, and everything in between? If so, you're in the right place. I'm Kaya Dawn, a conscious relationship and shadow work guide who helps high achieving, spiritual minded women trust their body's wisdom and create partnerships where they feel just as supported as they are supportive. Lace up those sneakers, babe, and let's go on a hot girl walk together to dish about what it means to be the woman behind it all.
Hello, my love, and welcome back. It is Christmas Day here in the States, and I guess everywhere else in the world. And if you're listening to this right now, whether it be on actual Christmas Day with me or soon after, that means so much to me. And I just really appreciate you being here, as I know how crazy this time of year is. And maybe for you, you're taking a quick moment to yourself while everyone else is still asleep or inside the house talking, maybe yelling, being crazy, and you just needed to get some air, maybe go on a walk. Maybe you're driving to see family right now, or maybe like me, you're just really looking to connect with someone that feels real. And that's what I hope this podcast provides for you, is a space to show up and be yourself in every aspect of who you be. And that's why I'm pouring into you right now. But regardless of whatever brought you here today, thank you. Thank you for choosing to spend a few minutes with me during this crazy holiday season. And I want to keep this episode super short and sweet. I just really want to take a moment to express my deep, genuine gratitude for you, for being here, for listening, for being a part of this community and this journey with me. And I also want to share a bit about what's coming in 2026, because I'm so excited about where we're going together. And if you can tell that I have a little bit of nasal congestion and stuff going on, we show up even if we're sick. And thankfully, it's not too bad, but I'm just going to acknowledge that I'm a little nasally. And so I hope that's not too bothersome for you. So here we go. To those of you who have been here from the beginning of whenever this podcast was still called Reignite Your Relationship, where we first started, if you've been listening since those early days, whenever I was still trying to find my voice, and honestly, I'm still figuring it out, but really just trying to ground into the things that I wanted to say and how I wanted to show up, just thank you. Thank you for loving me throughout this entire process. Thank you for being here with me through the growing pains, through the shifts, through the season to where I stopped creating podcasts because I was going through this like identity process. I don't want to call it a crisis or an up level, because it definitely wasn't either of those things, but maybe it was. Either way, you were here. You have given me the space to experiment and be messy and to find my way. And that is such a beautiful gift that I deeply, deeply treasure. So just thank you so much to all of you who have been here since the inception of this podcast. And to those of you who are new, who maybe have just found the show within the last few weeks or months and have joined this Woman Behind It All community, welcome. Thank you. Hello. Who are you? I'm so happy to snuggle with you in your earbuds and to just hang out and become besties. And I'm just really glad that you found us. And I'm so glad that the episodes that I put out have resonated with you enough for you to keep coming back. And I'm really excited to keep developing this relationship with you, with all of you. But yeah, we're just still getting started. And that is just so exciting to me. And to everyone who engages, like for those of you who send me DMs or email me sharing your own stories, your breakthroughs, your own struggles, your love for the vulnerable combos I do bring forward here, you have no idea how much those messages light me up, girl. I mean, it totally brightens my day anytime I hear anyone share anything about the show, because it's kind of a one-sided relationship in a way. And it's like I don't get the external validation of likes or, comments or um shares, like I get shares on stories, but it's just different than social media, right? And like I'm playing this long game, this long form content, this service based creation each week, pouring my heart and soul into multiple episodes a week for all of you. And so, again, whenever they resonate with you and you let me know, that is amazing. And I don't need the external validation, which is why I really love podcasting because it really just helps me deepen into myself, trust and embodiment and service. But I do like it. So please keep that coming. And if you haven't emailed me or messaged me or anything like that, shoot me a shot, girl. Let's talk about it. I would love to hear your insights, your takeaways. And whenever you reach out to me, you remind me that I'm not alone, right? Because again, it's kind of like a one sided thing to where I really do my best to talk with you and not at you, but at the same time, it's a podcast. And so I hope these episodes have made you feel not alone. And it's just so nourishing to my soul whenever I get that from you as well. And hopefully, it's just this really reciprocal energy exchange. So just thank you so much. And honestly, I've learned so much from this podcast. And it's really this place for me to not just show up and share my wisdom and my journey. It's about us. It's about bridging connections and resonating with each other on a deeply energetic and emotional and spiritual level. And it's a community of women that I'm looking to connect to really help us elevate into this fact that we are done pretending we have it all figured out or that we're okay when we're not. And we're done following everyone else's rules or expectations or societal norms. And we are done sacrificing ourselves out of fear, obligation, or old patterns. And we are here to step into a new way of being that is resonant and aligned with our values and our standards and the direction that we're going. So, just infusing that into you right now. It's like everything that I'm passionate about. And women who are brave enough to trust that inner knowing, even when it looks different from what everyone else is doing, we are different. We operate differently. We see the world differently. We feel the world differently. And we are allowed to want both the deep, conscious, connected relationships that we know are available and the ability to influence and create impact and create income the ways that we are naturally designed to, right? I've talked in the last couple of episodes about shifting more to putting my podcast first and getting off of social media. And so it's like, that's just one example of how we're allowed to do things differently in ways that are aligned with us. And you can apply this to any freaking way. It can be applied to how you move your body, how you show up in this challenging relationship with your parents or this random uncle who's like a major alcoholic. Like, I don't know, I'm throwing crazy stuff out there, but we get to have our cake and eat it too, I believe. And maybe not all at one time, maybe a little bite at a time, but we still get to have it all. And that's what we're here for because we know that we're available for it. And it's because that's who we are. That's who you are. And I am so grateful to be on this path with you. And so let's start to go into what's coming in 2026 for us together on this podcast, but even just collectively, I feel like we're all feeling these massive energetic shifts internally. And so let's talk about it. And so 2026 is going to be different. I can feel it, you can feel it, and you're going to hear about it specifically from my perspective and what I'm going to be bringing forth on the show in the upcoming episodes. I'm restructuring a lot of things in my life, my time, my business strategy, my relationship with social media, like I alluded to before, how I show up, how I really, oh my gosh, my cat is eating my advent calendar. Kitten, hey, stop it. She's crazy. Her name is Ruffles and she's precious. And she's also a 4-month-old kitten. So she attacks and eats things she's not supposed to, so, like my advent calendar. Um, but yeah, like the presence that I really want to cultivate in my life and in my family and in my business and my body and shifting away from these like manic fight or flight behaviors that I put a pretty hat on and call it productivity. Like we are done with that, right? We are prioritizing being even more intentional. And I can only speak from my perspective, but please do come into my DMs or my email and tell me if this is landing with you. But we are here to prioritize things differently. And for me on the show, I'm bringing you along for that whole journey. And so, what you can expect in the next few weeks are I'm going to be sharing about the exact systems that I'm implementing to reclaim my time and presence and also be even more efficient and productive and create more impact in my business. Hallelujah. I'm going to be doing a 30-day social media detox experiment, and I'm going to be tracking different things within that and sharing that with you. Super excited about it. I've kind of already started it a little bit, but it's going to get even more like cut and dry. This is what we're doing. And I'm going to play around and just, again, experiment, see what happens. I'm also going to be giving you real time updates on what's working, what's hard, what I'm learning, what totally isn't working at all in these different systems that I'm implementing in my personal life and in my business, how the social media detox is going, all of that. And so, super exciting. I'm also going to be going over more Gene Keys content because the Gene Keys episodes are most of some of my most downloaded episodes. And so I want to serve you all more in that way as well because it's super resonant and fascinating, right? I'm also going to be bringing forth vulnerable stories and shares about what I'm navigating as a mom, as a partner, as an entrepreneur, as a woman. I'm trying to get pregnant this year. I'll probably get married. Like we're talking about it all. This is the woman behind it all, babe. Like we're going to talk about it all, okay? And I'm also going to be sharing about this podcast first business strategy that I'm betting on because I know a lot of you are on social media and maybe you aren't super stoked about your relationship to it, your habit with it, your possible like business approach if you have been using it for your strategy. I just want to explore that there's a different way. And I don't know if you would be interested in starting a podcast and doing this podcast first business strategy that I'm trying, but you might after hearing how it goes for me. So we're playing the long game here. We're going to see what happens, but it's going to be super fun. And I really want this space to be an invitation for us to grow closer together. And I want to teach you guys about, the things that I'm learning and going through, but not from this place of like, I've arrived, I figured out all the answers, I am an expert because I'm not. I'm a normal human being just like you. And I'm trying to figure my shit out as well. But I'm just willing to go first and to try these things and to share about it publicly on the internet. And so this is me being in the process, experimenting, trusting, adapting, and inviting you to do the same in your own life and follow along on this journey. And so, if you're ready to try something different in 2026 to challenge the codependent relationship that you might have with hustle or social media or people pleasing or these stale beliefs that you're ready to let go of, then do stay close, my love, because we're going to continue to go deep into cultivating self trust, experimenting with an open and curious heart, and to figure our shit out together. Slowly but surely, we will get there. And so, I would just love to start to wrap up this episode with how you can support me in this process and this show. And I really want to encourage this space of it's a partnership. We are in this together. And if you are here for all of the things that I just talked about like breaking all these stale belief patterns and people pleasing and obligation and, trailblazing your own way and aligning with who you are, I again just have these genuine requests from my heart because I really want to serve more women and reach more women. And so this is how. The first request that I have for you is to, if this podcast has served you in any way, even if one episode made you feel seen, gave you permission to want something more, shifted an awareness or something within you, would you please leave a review? Reviews are how new listeners can find the show and how the algorithm knows to recommend the Woman Behind It All podcast to other women who need it. And so it can take you less than 2 minutes. Just pull up the rating on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, please leave 5 stars, submit it. Boom, done. Less than 10 seconds. If you're on Apple, please go into your podcast app, scroll all the way down to the bottom to where it reads in purple and says write a review, and please leave a review because it takes less than 2 minutes and it makes a massive difference in helping this podcast grow and reach more women who are meant to be here in this community with us. And so if you've been meaning to leave a review, but you haven't yet, today is the day. Please let it be the day. And so please pause this episode right now and go leave a review and then come back with me. Don't worry, I'll wait. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously, thank you. And so, my second request is that if there's been an episode that has really landed with you, maybe it's one about the gene keys, maybe it's about communication or relationship physics or trusting your inner knowing, would you please share it? Send it to a friend who needs to hear it, post it in your stories, email it to your sister or your best friend, or just another woman in your life who might be looking for some clarity and direction and relation, right? Like feeling seen and heard and understood right now. I think we all need that right now. And word of mouth is really the most powerful way that this show grows. And you never know. The episode that changed something for you might be exactly what someone else needs to create this change with them as well. And so lastly, I just want to hear from you. Please email me at Kaya Dawn or come hit up my DMs on Instagram and share maybe some insights that you're having from listening to the show, wins that you're experiencing, questions that you have, anything you're celebrating, like, oh, let's go. Yes, please. I'm here for it. Maybe you can even share what your favorite episode has been and why, or episodes, so that I can create more content that you love. And I'm even open to constructive criticism. What would make the show better? How can I serve you more deeply? I know that I can be a long winded bitch. I'm working on it. Like any constructive criticism that you have, I read every single email or message, and your feedback helps me create more content that lands deeper and serves you where you are. And so don't be shy. Tell me what's on your heart. I am here for it all. And so that is it for me today. I'm going to let you get back to your holidays, to your family, to your quiet moment, or to whatever this time holds for you. And so, despite your taking a bit of time to hang out with me today, my hope for you during this day, this holiday season, is for you to feel present and that you're able to put your phone down and really soak up the moments that matter and just be with yourself, with your family after you're done listening to this episode, because that's what all of this is really about, right? All the reflections, the restructuring, and the experiments are so that we can actually be more present in our lives and live our lives instead of constantly running towards some future vision that never quite arrives because we're always grasping and we're always thinking there's a gap between where we are now and where we want to be. And that gap, my love, is an illusion. There is no gap. It all exists right now. And the more present that we can become, time actually slows down and we get the deeper downloads. We get the deeper insights. We get the pause, the deep exhale that our life and our body needs. And so I want to invite you to really drop into that space today after this episode. And I just love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this community. I am so truly, truly grateful for you. And so, Merry Christmas, babe. I will see you in the next episode where we're getting tactical about the systems that I'm implementing in 2026 and that you can too if it resonates with you. So, until then, keep trusting yourself. You're doing beautiful work and we are in this together. Be brave, not perfect. And I'll catch you again soon, right here on the Woman Behind It All podcast.
I hope this episode reminded you that life and love are supposed to feel safe and expansive and gave you clarity on the next right step you can take in your relationship. If so, please take 30 seconds to leave a review. Each one helps get this content into the ears and hearts of women just like you. I'm excited to hang out again soon, having more conversations on how to create the relationships you've always dreamed of. Keep following what feels expansive, babe. You're so worthy of it all.